Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the A Collision with Purpose project Under the Spotlight. Here, individuals are given the opportunity to explore self in pursuit of their purpose. I am Dr. Laxley Stephenson, and I'm your host. The A Collision with Purpose project allows individuals to pause, take a quiet moment and listen, be introspective, and explore self in pursuing their purpose to unleash possibilities with far-reaching implications for self and others. Today, the A Collision with Purpose project spotlight is on Mr. Raymond Thomas. Mr. Thomas is the president of Mapleton Improvement Coalition. He's the director of sales and marketing, Atlanta region, Allied Financial, and he's an advocate for social change. Folks, let us welcome Mr. Thomas to the A Collision with Purpose project Under the Spotlight.
Glad to be here, Dr. Stephenson, and it's a pleasure and honor to talk to you this afternoon.
Mr. Thomas, it is indeed my pleasure to welcome you to the A Collision with Purpose project Under the Spotlight. I am looking forward to having an engaging, insightful, and interactive conversation with you about a topic which I believe is arguably one of the most consequential concepts in forming how we function as individuals, and ultimately what we perceive as our legacy.
Absolutely, I totally agree with that.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas. So, Mr. Thomas, today we're going to explore self in pursuit of purpose. I will be asking you a series of questions relating to purpose. Are you ready to conduct an exploration of self in pursuit of your purpose?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is an ongoing quest for me. So this is just another day in my quest for purpose. So far away.
Awesome. So for many individuals, the concept or the notion of purpose is somewhat challenging. It's not a routine for them to focus on what is purpose. So I believe that any serious conversation relating to purpose should begin with a definition of purpose. Would you be so kind as to define purpose for our listeners and do so in a general way?
Okay, well, I'll give it a shot. For me, purpose is simply what God has provisioned for you for your life. There are many people who will live a life without knowing what their purpose is. And so it took me a long while. I've been like many of the folks listening to this podcast. Purpose for me, like I said, is when you figure out what God's provision for you is in this life. It's sort of like I tell my grandsons, it's like a jigsaw puzzle. That the world is like a jigsaw puzzle, and what you have to do is to figure out your little piece and stick it in that puzzle so it fits. So to me, that's what purpose is.
So finding your place as assigned by God.
That's right.
Is key. So given what you've just said and God being such an important, part of what a person's purpose is, would you say that it is important for an individual, including yourself, to develop an understanding of their purpose?
Oh, without question. I mean, you have to be able to figure out, again, what your role is in this life, and it's like your legacy. If you don't know what you're here for and where you're going, then you're going to be lost. And so that's the thing that I think I've figured it out, but there's still days when I have to make adjustments.
So still days when you have to make adjustments. So talking about those adjustments, today And in your current state, where you are in your life right now, can you articulate what your specific purpose is for our listeners?
Yeah, and it's not only Laxley, my purpose, but it has evolved into my family's purpose. You know, my wife, daughter, and grandson, and our purpose. It took us a while, like I said earlier, but our purpose that we have figured out is to serve others. And for example, you mentioned earlier that I'm president of the Mapleton Improvement Coalition, and you know, that's a nonprofit organization that's in my community, and we don't. We have 11 members of the board of directors. We don't get paid a dime, and but I'm fulfilling my purpose in helping my community redevelop and get revitalized. And so our family purpose is to help others, and in helping others, we help our community.
So the community component is so important.
Right.
Because yes, and I can relate to that.